Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Pineapple Sims and today we are doing an apartment build. Now this apartment is for my Sims in my I'm a Lover challenge. If you didn't know, my main Sim, Carly, is pregnant and she needs a new place to move in with her fiance. So that's what this build is for. There's 2 beds in the toddler room. She's not having twins, but it does say as a part of the challenge rules, if I just get out my nifty note card, that you need to have 2 kids after marriage, so I just put 2 beds in there to save me time, and yeah. So, that's what's happening. Anyway, enough of the boring build stuff. Today I have a story for you. So this happened, I've been waiting to tell this in a build video because I know I won't have time in a cast video. So, I've been waiting for like a week to do a build video, and it's finally here, and I'm very, very ready for this. Okay, so a little bit under a week ago, I was dog sitting, right? And I lost their dog. So let's start from the beginning. So my friend, we've dog sitted for them before, so they trusted us and they came over with their dog again. And my friend came over and we were watching Dan and Phil on the TV because that's how annoying we are. Anyway, so we were watching Dan and Phil on the TV, and their dog pooed in the house because their dog is not trained, like, to go outside when it needs to poo. So it didn't tell us that it needed to go to the bathroom. It just kind of, like, was like, I need to poo, so I'm just going to poo right in the middle of the hallway. So it did, right? And so I was like, oh, God. So I opened the door, and I let all the dogs out, because I have 2 dogs, and then there was, like, this 3rd dog, right? So I let all of the dogs out to just go and play outside, and so my 2 dogs kind of stayed close to the door. My dog was chasing a squirrel. My stepdad's dog was doing dog things. And then, like, 20 minutes later, I'm like, I should probably let the dogs in because there's mosquitoes flying in the house. And so I go and I get all the dogs in. I'm like, hey, come in. And I get the dogs treats. And I'm like, where's Lily? Lily is my friend's dog's name that we're dog sitting for. Yeah, right. Okay. So I'm like, where's Lily? And so I'm just like, I go and I get on flip-flops because I'm not about to walk around in the backyard in no shoes because I hate dirt on my feet. I don't know. So I go in my room and I get some flip-flops and I go outside to look for said dog. And the dog is not in my backyard. I go one way and my friend goes the other way to see if she's like on the other side of the backyard. And my friend rushes over to me and she's like, the gate's open. So the gate to the outside was open, and I just didn't realize it because this gate is never open. We never open this gate. I've lived here for a little bit over a month now, and I didn't even know there was a gate there, honestly. And so there was just like, and so I freak out. I immediately text my mom. I'm like, hey, we kind of lost their dog. And oh god. So my friend and I put on actual pants because I was wearing sweatpants that were not something that I'd like to wear out, especially when someone that goes to my school lives right across the street. So I get on some actual jeans, and my friend and I rush outside to start looking for this dog. We split up, and I go one way, and she goes the other way, and there's no luck. There's absolutely no luck. And so we're freaking out. We meet up back at my house. We end up going in like a circle, and then we meet each other on accident. Yeah, okay. And so there's just like no dog. And so we start freaking out, and then we head, like, back inside to see if the dog maybe found its way back into the backyard, hoping, and then there's no luck again. So we go back outside to look in other areas, and that's when we walk outside, and that's when my stepbrother walks out and is like, hey, I'm gonna come look with you guys. And we're just like, okay. We were gonna go down by the elementary school, because there's an elementary school, my old elementary school, actually, literally right down the road from my street. So my friend was like, I'm gonna go there, and then I was like, I'll take this road, you do whatever. And so my stepbrother just kind of like walked around the neighborhood or whatever, and so we were just all full on panic, Lily, 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 just screaming Lily, and people were looking at us. They didn't even bother to help us. Like, people would just like look at us and like shrug. It's, okay, like, this dog is kind of lost. Have you seen this small black and white Shih Tzu? So yeah, anyway, so we start freaking out, and then I start to go knocking on doors. Now, I'm a very socially anxious person. I hate talking to people. I hate initiating conversations. Just like some basic things about me. I don't initiate conversations. It's not something that I enjoy doing unless it's like a super close friend, maybe. But usually I wait for people to do the first message or whatever, because I'm afraid of rejection anyway. So I go knock on this door's house because my stepbrother wasn't knocking on any doors, even though he was like, I'll go knock on doors or whatever, right? So I start knocking on doors, and no one has this dog. And so I start to walk out of like the front door area. There's like a huge path up to the front door, so I start walking back up the path, and that's when I see the dog's owner. Okay, no, well, my friend's little sister is the owner, I guess, of the dog. And so I immediately go into full-on panic mode, and my friend is like, and I'm like, oh, hey, trying not to act all suspicious, even though they probably know. I was just like, making sure. Maybe they just went down for a walk around here. I don't know. And so that's when my friend walks up, and she's like, did you find it? And I was like, no, shh. and like, that may or may not be the owner of the said dog, so let's just walk away and start frantically looking. And then I text my mom and I was like, hey, I just saw Shelly, I'll call her name's not Shelly. I just saw Shelly walking around the neighborhood. And my mom was like, oh yeah, I told their mom. That's the last thing I wanted. I could have found this dog on my own, and the owners never needed to know, because now the whole family hates me. Well, they don't, but I tend to overthink things a lot. So it's kind of just like, yep, the whole family hates me, surprise. No. But yeah, so then we are about to give up, and we start to walk down the street and knock on more doors. I almost said that wrong. I almost said, I don't even know what I was about to say, but it took me a lot of thinking to get that sentence out anyway. And so we just start knocking on random doors collectively as a group of 3, and the second door that we decide to knock on, we knock on it, and the lady comes up, and they're like, they look through the window, because there's a window on their door, and they open the door and they're like, are you looking for a dog? And my heart, it did like a little like thing. I don't know how to explain it, but like everything, I just felt like a little ray of happiness just flow through my body, and we were like, yes. And apparently this person had taken the dog to the vet and back, and had already made lost dog posters in the time that we were walking around the neighborhood, which we weren't even walking around for that long. So the fact that they were able to do all of that, it was incredible. And so we went back into the back of their house where they were keeping Lily, the dog. We came back, and I was texting my mom. I was like, we found the dog. I was texting everyone I know. I was like, we found the dog. I was so proud and relieved, but also I still felt really bad for even losing the dog in the first place, and it was just a mess of a time. So that was the time I lost my friend's dog while dog sitting for her. Yeah, I still feel really bad. And the fact I have classes with this friend whose dog I dog sat, and it's just awkward. I mean, she probably doesn't find it awkward, but I do, because I'm like, hey, I lost your dog. And that's probably what she thinks of me. She probably told all of her friends, hey, Pineapple Sims, she doesn't know I have a channel, Pineapple Sims lost my dog. And because she already lost a dog before. This dog, Lily, had a brother, and he ran away. And so if they lost another, that would be so terrible. I would feel so bad. But we found the dog, and that's all that matters in the end, isn't it? So moral of the story, don't let your dogs out. Make sure the gate is closed at all times, and always keep an eye on your pets, because yeah, that would be bad if you didn't. So that's the time I lost my friend's dog. Sorry if that was confusing. I talk a lot and I ramble, and I kind of just assume people know what I'm talking about, even though they probably don't. Anyway, yeah, this video is about to end. Yikes, I went on for a real long time. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and comment, because it makes my day, and subscribe if you haven't already, because that also makes my day, and I post new things all the time, usually daily. I have been posting daily so far, but that might change because school started. Anyway, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will hopefully be tomorrow, if I make it allow. Okay, bye everyone.